This video is to introduce the new CU Recover website to the BCP administrator. It's not intended to be detailed training, but just an introduction and overview of the new site. Deeper dive videos are available for more in-depth training. As the administrator, you will enter the root site homepage, which looks like this. Department heads will enter their own department site, which, as you can see, is the same format, with tiles at the top, alerts below in red, and the working portion of the page below that. To get back to the root site homepage from any page, you click the name of your organization in the upper left-hand corner. Let's look at these alerts. They're rolled up from the individual departments and are an important part of the site. They give you a quick look at the status of site membership, upcoming tasks in the next 7 days, documents that are up for review, and vendors who are up for review. When there are no alerts on the site, these 4 items don't appear. At the bottom of the page is a quick link to each department site. There are also RSS feeds for current weather and breaking news. These tiles are in 2 different groups. The 3 on the left, emergency response, notification system, and incident and crisis management, are used in the event of a crisis. These other 4 are for the care and maintenance of the site. Before we look at the tiles, let's look at the alerts. Here we'll see all 4 categories showing alerts. The first is staff contacts requiring sync. These are all the changes that have been made by department heads to the staff contacts list. Think of them as applications to join the site or change someone's privileges. As the BCP administrator, you will review and approve these changes and additions, and then sync them with SharePoint. More on that later. The next group of alerts is upcoming tasks in the next 7 days. This shows you all the tasks for all departments that are coming due in the next 7 days. These tasks appear in yellow, and the ones that have fallen behind are highlighted in red. The third area of alerts is for documents. All documents uploaded to the site are classified as either MRS documents or plain documents. MRS documents get assigned a review frequency. All migrated documents from the old CU Recover site received a 365-day review frequency. Any documents you upload in the future, you can specify an appropriate review frequency. Documents can also be assigned to individuals. So I can upload a procedure for, say, wire transfers, give it a 365-day review cycle, and assign it to a supervisor in accounting. And next year, 30 days before it expires, that supervisor will get an email alerting him that wire transfer procedures need to be reviewed. Like the past due tasks above, if a document falls behind its due date, it appears in red. Otherwise, it's highlighted in yellow. This last group of alerts is for vendors. These are all the vendors who are up for review in the next 7 days, listed by department, so you can quickly see who is responsible. All of these alerts are set up so you can get right to the record or file causing the alert and respond with a corrective course of action. These same alerts appear on the appropriate department homepage. However, they show up 30 days before their due date, so they can be addressed by the department head before being elevated to the BCP administrator's level. Now let's take a quick look at the tiles. Working left to right, these emergency response tiles are first. Emergency response is the first step in a crisis. Whether you need to call a crisis management team or activate a command center, everything you need is right here. There are links to outside resources like your state emergency management agency or the local utility. There's a library of documents that may help you determine the best response in a specific situation. Below that are the vendors who support your critical and vital business processes, shown by department. Everything you need in those first few crucial hours is right here. The next tile is the notification system. We call this Crisis Management Notification System, or CMNS. This page lets you communicate with all your staff, or just a select few. You can send a text message, a phone call, or an email, or, if you like, all three. You can also broadcast a message to all site home pages. Not only can you send a message, but you can see who receives it as well. The last one in this group is the Incident and Crisis Management tile. From this page, you'll be able to manage every aspect of a recovery. You select the event that's occurred, and the site generates a list of tasks focused on the infrastructure recovery process. There's a list of recovery teams right here that I can assign tasks to based on who's available, or I can assign tasks directly to departments. As tasks are checked off as completed, they disappear from the list, allowing focus on outstanding tasks. Below this list are the department tasks that are typically those tasks identified during previous tabletop exercises. RSS feeds can be customized to your needs. There's a complete list of facilities needs by location, and a list of vital and critical business processes by department, so you can track who needs to do what. You can manage the entire recovery process from here, whether it's a tornado, earthquake, or internet attack. Everything you need is right here. These three are the emergency tiles and should be used in any and all incidents. The remaining 4 tiles are to help you administer the maintenance of the plan, starting with the BCP maintenance tile. This page lets you plan testing, maintenance, and training events. Here is a summary view of active and completed events. Use the calendar to set up a new event. Once you've set up an event, you can assign tasks to the individuals who will be responsible for their completion. As these tasks are assigned, the individual gets an email informing him of the task and its due date. This is what that email looks like. You can set up events for technical tests, maintenance activities, training programs, and anything else you need to plan and track. From the bottom of the page, you can check the status of individual tasks. You can add a task and see which tasks are completed. As the BCP administrator, You manage the events while the department heads manage the tasks associated with the events. This is an essential part of the site as it lets you plan your BCP activities, assign them to the appropriate staff, and track their progress with a full audit trail of completed events. The next tile is user management. This is where you control site membership and privileges. Department heads can make changes to their staff contact information, but they don't take effect until you approve and sync the changes. The top of the page shows you which staff contacts need to be synced. You look at the changes and check off the ones that you approve. Then simply click the Permission Sync button, and they will be added to with the appropriate privileges. If the email address is incorrect or a mobile number is missing, the sync will return a warning message. Synced staff disappear from the list. The next tile is risk management. This page lets you review and analyze your business processes and their supporting resources across the whole organization. You can quickly look at financial impact or review details of the process impact profile for all business processes. This list is fully functional in that you can set filters for any of the columns as well as sort on any of the columns. It's very helpful in analyzing your business processes. IT support resources by application is also listed, showing the recovery point objective for each process and the backup frequency of the application supporting that process. When these two are out of sync, it raises a red flag that there may be an unacceptable risk involved. Also shown is a completed list of facilities needs by location. This last tile is the Recovery Organization Library. This page shows future testing plans and completed tests at the top of the page for the executives, and then a library of documents that are high-level BCP documents intended for the recovery organization. This has been a high-level overview of the site and how it works. Let's recap the most important parts. The emergency tiles can be used for any situation, whether it's workplace violence, earthquake, internet attack, or pandemic. These three tiles are everything that you need. The alerts are the most important part and should be the first thing you address. They represent all the data that's on the site and shows you the exceptions. Every time you log on, you should look at these alerts, if any are showing, and take steps to address them. There's a detailed training video on how to address these alerts. The next area of importance is the BCP maintenance tile. This is where you can create an event, whether it's an actual test or regular planned maintenance activities, or a training exercise. You do it here. Once the event is created, you can assign the tasks necessary to complete the event. You can check event status and manage the tasks associated with each event. I hope this has been informative and has given you a good introduction and feel to the site. Thank you for your time.